Well, hi everybody. Good afternoon. I think we're going to get started. I know Mary's been herding everybody around, but I think yes, thank you for cooperating. This is a little awkward, but it's great because it's a throughway. So there's different places to stand. So I am Mayor Devlin, and it's really my honor to kick things off tonight. I hope you'll bear with us a little bit. We're trying to do this kind of organically, so no podium. We're going to be a little informal. So thank you all. Thanks for being here. It's a beautiful night. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. So how great to celebrate the East Bayfront Greenway Trail. And I'm going to be quick because I think we all probably have things to do and just want to make sure we mark this occasion and then we can enjoy it together. So I want to acknowledge the fact that this project certainly began before I took office, but seeing it come to life tonight is just incredible. Walking through here, talking with some of the neighbors who were involved, it's really a reminder of what's possible when we work together, we listen to our community, and we stay committed to building an Erie where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. I want to thank our partners at the Redevelopment Authority. I know we'll hear from them in a minute, and also from Groundwork Erie. I saw Aaron back there. Thank you, Aaron, for all of your work. Together, they transformed vacant lots that were here before, blighted properties, and disconnected spaces, and transformed all of that into a welcoming pocket park and trails that connect neighbors, provide safer routes for kids walking to school, and creating places where families can gather and enjoy the outdoors. And we know that that's so important when we think about health outcomes for our residents, when we think about their quality of life and how they like to enjoy spaces. It's spaces like this that really make everyone's lives better, and so we're so glad to be able to be a part of that. I do want to acknowledge we have a couple of our city council members here tonight. I saw Kathy Schaaf and Marilyn Pohl behind me. We really appreciate council's ongoing support in all of these things, and I just need to say out loud that you two are at everything, and we appreciate you for that. We do truly appreciate you and all that you do. So speaking of council, earlier today, Councilman Mo Troop recognized that today was Larry Meredith's birthday. It happens to be Larry Meredith Day in the city of Erie today. And as some of you might know, Mr. Meredith was the first African-American city council member. He devoted his life to public service and making Erie a better place for everyone. And as we celebrate a space like this tonight, it's fitting that we honor him and the many leaders and residents and community champions who came and did this work before us. And we hope will continue the work long after we're gone. Certainly, they laid the foundation for us, and we lay the foundation for what comes next. So projects like this remind us that progress does not happen overnight. Certainly won't end when we cut a ribbon today. There is much to do. We must continue investing in our neighborhoods and our public spaces. I really want to recognize our members of the planning department who are here, who have put so much time and effort into planning these park spaces, planning these open spaces for our residents. We appreciate all that you guys do as well. This is how we create opportunities for young people and families, and that's how we honor leaders like Larry Meredith and so many others like him. We keep that vision of public service and love, and I know that I'm joined by my council members in that love for our city by continuing to work together and move forward. So thank you again to the Redevelopment Authority. Thanks to Groundwork Erie. Aaron, I know you tried to hide, but I'm glad we found you back there. Thanks to our city team. Thanks to some of the contractors that I just met who I think were turning on lights just today. So we appreciate the united effort that made this possible, and we truly appreciate the residents who talked with us and continue to talk with us about what this park should be and how we can enjoy it together. So with that, I will turn it over to Aaron Snippert, who's going to tell you a little bit more about this project. Aaron?
Thank you, Mayor Devlin. Certainly, I want to first say thank you to the City of Erie. Not only Mayor Devlin and her administration, but Mayor Schember and his administration. This project was a long time coming, and as Bureau Chief Spry can attest to, we've been working on this for a long time, starting back in 2022 with design charrettes with the community members to work through and come to where we're standing today, and really trying to bring a public asset to an area that has seen disinvestment and blight for some time, and trying to bring it in. So certainly I have to thank Jennifer and John from LSSE. They were our design partners on this and put together the plan and also manage the construction of it. And then Cronin Enterprises, who was the contractor who facilitated this beautiful trail system. And so without them and without the the support of my board of directors, city council, and all the other elected officials that continue to make this possible, this wouldn't have happened. And as we continue to move forward and look to move on to the next phases of this, as we continue to improve this area and work toward mitigating blight and bring the other phases of this trail system to reality, where we're going to continue to lean on them for support and pulling the community together. So certainly I want to say thank you to everybody. Thanks to the community members and everybody who's been involved throughout this entire time. And really this park and this trail system is for you, the residents of this community, to enjoy and treat it as if it is your own. So certainly I appreciate it. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to hand it off for a beautiful poem to Ms. Jones.
So I would like to say thank you all for coming. I actually was a part of Serve Erie, which is what you see, the signature over here on the fence where the portion of my poem is. I actually volunteered out here. So to come out here and see it now, I was blown away. I actually was here earlier. I was crying, because it came a long way from just being the fence at the end of 6th Street. And so the poem is actually Dare to Dream. And so the phrase that we chose from the poem is remember to look beyond the things seen and dare to dream. So my poem aligns with that. I'm chasing my dreams down a winding road with many sudden twists and turns and nowhere to actually go. At times I grow lonely as I struggle to find my way. So in the moonlight, many nights appear lone, dark, and cold. Thus, in the newness of morning light, God has this way of restoring my vision and renewing my sight with ingenuity and perseverance, that I may begin pursuit afresh, compass re-engaged on accomplishing his mission. So once again, I began journeying, careful to steer my own course, though sometimes it's hard to focus when it appears I'm falling rear view mirror to all the other passerbys on this road. My solemn confession is, some days I grow weary, as the journey ahead toils long, due to the many mountains I have to overcome. The speed bumps slowing my roll, the never-ending detours rerouting me off course, and various obstacles I stumble to mount. As the inclement weather I have to duck and dodge along life's unstructured path unfolds. However, despite it all, I cannot allow myself to simply stay stagnant or reverse and turn back. Wherefore, each day I prayerfully press, trusting that at the end of the dark tunnel, which sprawls out ahead, will be a flicker of flashing light, declaring my arrival is actually nearby. But until then, it is upon God's wings that I must take flight, refusing to allow my dream to die, that in pursuit of my destiny, my wrongs may actually be turned right. As I use this gift of mine to offer a glimmer of hope and encouragement to all the individuals I come across in passing by. You see, once upon a time, I was so blinded by the situations of life, I didn't even know I had a dream. It was inspired by my dad's pushing me toward my destiny. He gave me ambition. I dreamed it, envisioned it, prayed, focused, and gave my all to be fluent. Not even aware that it was my God-given talent, which lie dormant in my veins, about to spill out of my chest. And so I learned that no matter what circumstances may look like or even feel like, you must remember to look beyond the things seen and dare to dream. Go hard to hurdle obstacles. Let no thing and no one stop you. Step over them if they try to. Plant your feet, take your stand, and dig into your plans so that you may satisfy his intention and that you may unleash your inner champion. Dare to dream, ladies and gentlemen, trusting that God has given each and every one of us a purpose. Amen.
Can I just ask you to introduce yourself, because you did, and I want to make sure everyone knows the author of that incredible poem.
So I am LaTanya Gamble. My business name was Chocolate's Dream, and I'm always in the community. So call me if you need someone, because I'm always willing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Latanya. That was beautiful. So we are going to close and cut the ribbon, but I just want to say this, just coming off of what you just said, two things that I heard. First of all, we all feel weary. And I hope that this will be a place where residents can come when they feel weary, maybe when they feel joy, but get a little rest and get a little refresh. That's our hope for spaces like this. And secondly, you talked about daring to dream. And I just want to say here today, we can never stop daring to dream for our community. And it requires all of us, all the people that are here and all of us who work every single day and everyone who lives in this city to dare to dream for what's better for our community. So thank you for reminding us of that. We're so grateful, and what a beautiful reminder every single time we come here. So with that, thank you all for being here today. We will gather to cut the ribbon. I'm not sure. Mary will direct us. Okay, thank you again, everyone. Thanks very much.